Welcome to another BRG Motorsports profiling video. This week we're looking at Steve Altman's old school, beautiful 1963 and a half Ford Galaxie 500 with a custom 428 cubic inch motor built by Tom Lucas at FE Specialties in Auburn, California. I'm sure you're asking, why is the half so important? It's important to Ford folks. In 63 and a half, the fastback roof was introduced by Fumoco, released mid-season to be homologated for the NASCARs. The Ford then dominated NASCAR racing for the next couple of years. This is a rare car. This is the first video of the car that just came in and how rough it was. He dug it out of his garage. It's been sitting in there for quite a while. You can see the garage dust on it. But it's here at BRG to get cleaned up and get it running good. This thing is old school and it's beautiful. Definitely needs a good bath before we get started on it. This black paint, I don't want to wear any of this dust into it. Definitely some old school 427. Holly action going on there. Definitely needs some good cleanup. Can't wait to hear this thing run. Chad got the car up on the rack and did a full car inspection, checking everything. I was told by Steve before the car went into storage 4 years ago, the car had just been completely gone through. And all we needed to do was focus on changing all the fluids, clean out the fuel system, and get the car running. As you can see from the pictures, this was not the case. There was other work that was needed. Steve also wanted to upgrade his rear tires because of traction issues he was having with his new high-performance 428 motor. Steve had bought what he thought was the correct size wheel and tires, but after mocking them up, you can see from the pictures they weren't going to fit very well. But with Chad's experience, he was able to select the wheels and tires that, as you can see, fit perfectly. After changing all the fluids, cleaning out the carburetor, and putting a fresh load of Chevron's finest, it was time to crank the motor over, see if we could get some oil pressure, and see if this 428 would still run. Kick the tires and light the fires. Once we got fuel back into the carburetor, she fired right off. Didn't sound too bad for something that's been asleep for the last 4 years. Lifters were a little bit noisy, and we did have to go through and adjust those. But all in all, she sure sounds like a runner. Next step, put it up on the dyno and see what this Tom Lewis FE Specialty motor has got to show for herself. Now, making 422 horsepower is really nice, and they're great numbers for an old style motor like this. And Tom did a hell of a job, but that's only half the story. The car's got to have good street manners too. So, after the dyno, we sent Chad out to see how this 63 and a half Ford Galaxie 500 would behave. As you can see, she behaves just fine. She cruises right down the road, no problem. And when you want her to get frisky, she gets frisky. All in all, I'd say this was a very successful resurrection. And I'm sure Steve Altman will be absolutely delighted as soon as he picks up the car. With the old tires the car came in with, we'd be up in tire smoke by now. The new tires and wheels, they're doing their job.
The tires, hooked, felt the rear suspension and the CalTrack bars work, felt the back end kind of lift up a little bit on it. It's good.
So, here's the finished product. She's all detailed inside and out. The motor makes a stout 425 horsepower to the rear wheels. That's over 500 at the crank. She has great street manners. Steve has a great example of what hot rodding used to be back in the day. He's done a marvelous job putting the whole package together. And we at BRG are proud to be part of it. If you have any questions about this project, or you have questions about your project, please give us a call. We're here to help. We strive to give you the absolute best for a cost-conscious price. Call and ask for Mark or Casey. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. You all have a great day, and we'll see you soon.